Nihon Falcom has released the first full-length trailer for YS9 Monstrum Nox. In it, we see bits of gameplay that showcase just how big the game's environments are. We also see the Monstrum characters and their special abilities. A red-haired Monstrum was shown, but there is no confirmation of whether this is a series protagonist Adol or not. In previously released screenshots, Adol are seen sporting blue hair to hide his identity. YS9 releases in Japan on September 26th for the PS4. No Western release date has been announced. Horror adventure Alien Isolation is making its way to the Nintendo Switch. Feral Interactive is porting the game to the hybrid console and will be releasing it later this year. Alien Isolation first launched back in 2015 and was praised for its intense atmosphere and the antagonist all. The Witcher 3 is also coming to Switch and will only be able to run at 720p. While the system is decked, Alien Isolation isn't as graphically intensive as The Witcher 3, so it'd be interesting to see how it will look and play on the Switch.
Though inescapable in their new reality.
Asobo Studio will be adding a photo mode to their gripping puzzle adventure, A Plague Tale Innocence, by the end of the month, so this should be exciting for fans as the game's environments are gorgeous and should make for some very captivating photos. Just be wary of rats photo bombing your selfies. The game also recently added support for Japanese subtitles, with Korean subtitles on their way soon. A Plague Tale Innocence launched back in May and is available on PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4.
And over time, the siblings will meet others in similarly dire circumstances. These dark times mean they aren't the only ones forced to adapt, developing vital skills to survive an uncaring world. And Amicia and Hugo will need all the help they can get.
Hit mobile game Auto Chess will be getting a PC version, and it will be an Epic Game Store exclusive. Ironically, the game started out as a custom mode for Valve's Dota 2. Dota 2 Auto Chess became such a big deal when it came out that Valve eventually wanted to make a standalone game or game out of it. Unfortunately, developer Drodo and Valve couldn't reach an agreement, and Drodo ended up looking elsewhere. Meanwhile, Riot Games has also implemented their own version of Auto Chess in League of Legends called Teamfight Tactics. After Deep Silver announced that Shenmue 3 had become an Epic Game Store exclusive, Kickstarter backers of another Deep Silver game, Iron Harvest, have expressed concerns about the game's release. King Art Games community manager Chip Wilder has responded by saying that their team is still committed to everything they promised to backers, including the game's availability on both Steam and GOG. However, he added that no decision has been made about Epic Games Store exclusivity to so they cannot say anything else right now.
If you ask me, get ready to fight.
A standalone mode for the original Doom called Doom Remake 4 has stopped development. Mode creator Vasian777 says that he got a cease and desist letter from ZeniMax. The mode would have brought high-resolution textures, 3D models over all objects and enemies, a new HUD, support for the Vulkan API, and modes that up the brutality even more. Vasian77 went as far as changing the mode so it required a copy of Doom to play. But ZeniMax still rejected the project. As such, Doom Remix 4's mode DV page has been taken down.
The Rockies. Hike through colorful canyons.
In Zell Entertainment and Deep Silver have revealed that Wasteland 3 is set to launch for PC in spring of next year. In August of this year, backers of the game who pledged in first access as well as in the highest tiers will be able to join the closed alpha. In autumn 2019, all backer tiers except the correspondent tier will be able to join the early access beta. Wasteland 3 is a post-apocalyptic game set in Colorado.
Friendly faces everywhere you look. See our beautiful airport. And don't forget to pick yourself up a nifty souvenir. So don't be shy. Colorado's waiting for you. First round's on me. First round's on you.
Big Ben and Kyoloton released a video for WRC8 for E3 2019 featuring esports player and US rally driver Shen Johnston and his co-driver Alex Kihorani. The video shows both drivers trying out WRC8 and both drivers also shared their professional opinion about the game. The drivers cited the game's physics as well as how different the game feels as compared to previous releases as impressive features of the game. A nod from Pro Racers means this is one racing simulation game to watch out for. Aurora Studio teased some details on Ring of Elysium's upcoming game mode. The new game mode is scheduled to drop later this month. Aurora said the new mode will be different from the existing Battle Royale mode and was inspired by Night mode, which the studio previously released. The new mode's area won't be shrinking, so players can expect more intense battles. There won't be blood packs and players can't just hide in order to win. Joker from the Persona franchise will be coming to Catherine. Full Body as a DLC, and the DLC is part of the game's Digital Deluxe Edition. As Joker, players will be climbing the tower while Phantom Thieves cheer them on. This DLC will also allow players to play as Joker in Catherine Full Body's multiplayer mode. After the game is officially released on September 3rd, the DLC will be available for purchase as a standalone item.
It's showtime.
Keep running so the tracks don't get you.
This world is ours for the taking.
I'll give it everything I've got. Player one wins.
The release date for Planet Zoo has been revealed. The game will be launching exclusively for PC on November 5, 2019. Planet Zoo is a game created by the team behind Planet Coaster and Jurassic World Evolution. Players who pre-order the game will be able to get access to its beta later this year, as well as add the Komodo dragon, Pygmy hippopotamus, and Thompson's gazelle to their zoos at launch. Our feature deal for today is a general, racing, arcade, futuristic game from 34 Big Things called Red Out. You can get the best price for the game with us now for €242 as compared to $31.99 on Steam. You will save 92% on your CDK purchase. And if you get this game today through our trusted stores, to check out more of our deals, just type !deal in the stream chat now. Go to allkeyshop.com now and compare CDK prices and get the best deal for your money.
Developer New World Interactive revealed its roadmap for Insurgency Sandstorm for the next 6 months. The game will be getting 2 new maps, one of which is set in a snowy environment. Also on the way are fun requested night versions of the game existing map, as well as the nightmare equipment. The developers are also working on more attachments, and Frontline will also be added to PvP, while Outpost will be included in PvE. Some mod tools are also in the works.
These sewer rats appear to call
The
themselves
remake of Final Fantasy VII will be playable on the PS5 according to Square Enix. I believe that our teams have made it so that the game will support both the next generation and the current generation of consoles, says Square Enix president and CEO Yusuke Matsuda. Matsuda did not confirm though whether the game will be playable as a backwards compatibility title or will be a part of the new consoles or will be released on the console itself.
fighting for was ever won without sacrifice.
Help me!
Monster Hunter World is set for winter. Its upcoming major expansion, Iceborne, is set to arrive on September 6th on Steam. The expansion promises to bring players to a whole new world that's full of powerful monsters and more challenging masters rank quest. It also features a new story that continues on from the ending of the Monster Hunter world, and Iceborne also features new hunting actions, new headquarters, and a lot more. Phantasy Star Online 2 is coming to the West, Microsoft announced back at E3. During the reveal, it was said that the game will be available via PC and Xbox One. However, Xbox head Phil Spencer said that the game won't be an Xbox One exclusive. According to Spencer, it was Sega who was primarily responsible for it. Spencer said that the game will eventually be available to other platforms when it launches in the West next spring. There's no doubt that Cavill's screaming brutality is very shocking. It involves Cable taking off his mask and showing a harrowing image of what's underneath it, who has a scream at his foe's face. This initially prompted NetherRealm to censor his screaming face, but it has since changed. The latest update for Mortal Kombat 11 is actually uncensored Cable's screaming brutality face, removing the pixelated censor that once covered it. Also with the update are the new mystery brutalities. Valve has unveiled its next game, the Dota Alkeyshop-inspired Dota Underlords. Underlords was previously a workshop mod for Dota 2, but Valve has since developed it into a full game. There is currently a closed beta for players who own a Dota Battle Pass, and it is not clear when it closed beta will end. But soon, all players will get to try the game through an open beta that will be running soon. Operator gadgets for Rainbow Six Siege Year 4 Season 3 have leaked. The leak came from the Reset era member, unknown leaker Kormora. The leak suggests that the attacker will get a grappling hook that will allow him to go through windows and grapple up top hatches. The defender, on the other hand, gets a deployable shield that has a canister that spreads a fire around when it's destroyed. So Ubisoft is yet to confirm or deny these leaks. Overcooked 2 new DLC is out now. The Night of the Hungry Horde DLC features 8 new Horde levels, as well as a new recipes and new characters. The most important part of this DLC is the new Horde mode, which features 8 new Horde wave levels. Also included is the ability for players to repair their castles and unlock shortcut gates using the coins they earn. Night of the Hungry Horde is available as part of the game's Season's Pass or as a separate purchase. One user in Reddit posted screen captures of what looks like a survey for World of Warcraft. The questions specifically point to reducing the game's level cap, and the way the questions are worded suggests that it has already been settled on. The question goes, are you aware of the maximum level of a 120 will be reduced in the future? AI level squish. Another question said that the level cap will dramatically be lowered and ask the players how much they like or dislike it. Blizzard is yet to comment on this. Julian Gollop, the father of XCOM, has a new game called Phoenix Point. Phoenix Point is a turn-based and world-based strategy game where players will face an alien force. The aliens have the ability to take away DNA from different species, which they can use to alter themselves and use this to counter tactics players will use against them. Phoenix Point will also feature a procedurally generated system that will bring surprises in the battlefield. The game will be launching in September for PC and Xbox One. Nintendo has revealed during one of its recent Nintendo Treehouse streams that Hollow Knight Silksong will be featuring over 150 new enemies. The gameplay revealed during the Treehouse stream showed that some of the enemies like cute caterpillars and some are flies. Another enemy shown is the flea, and another one looks like Goofy with a bell on his head. So Hollow Knight Silksong is set to receive a release date, but it is confirmed to be coming for PC and Nintendo Switch. Our feature deal for today is a Japanese-style role-playing action RPG game from Bandai Namco Games called Tales of Berseria. You can get the best price for the game with us now for €5 as compared to €49.99 on Steam. You will save a 90% on your City purchase if you get this game today through our trusted stores. To check out more of our deals, simply type an exclamation mark deal on the stream chat now. Go to Allkeyshop.com now and compare City prices to get the best deals for your money.